Hey, thank you for coming back. And today I'd like to talk to you about another USB microphone. And it's this one right here. And yes, as you can tell, it's from the company Cherry, who is pretty famous. See, there you also get well, this is the instruction manual. Hold on a second. Now, I'd like to right away start off by thanking Dave from the Geekanoid channel for bringing this microphone to my attention. He reviewed it on his channel. I thought it sounded great, so I went ahead and got it. By the way, this happens to be the most expensive microphone I'm reviewing for you at 100 and basically just say 120 bucks, and I got it on Amazon. So let's get right into it. You do get a nice instruction manual. Now, it's more like a sheet. It's a fold out. They got a bunch of illustrations on how to get it going. The other thing that comes in the box is a nice cable. It's USB type A down to USB type C, and it's a nice braided cable. You also get, I love these type of cable tidies where it's Velcro instead of the wire twisty ones. And of course you get the microphone itself, and it already comes pre-installed. You do get a shock mount. That's what these little red lines are for. It's nice and rubbery. If you like, you can actually unscrew the bottom here, and you can mount this on a tripod or a boom arm. You know, those are articulating boom arms, so you can actually attach it to that. It does go up and down. There's not a whole lot of resistance in there. I wish there was a slight bit more resistance on this hinge right there. Well, see the little circle right in there? That's where it hinges to do this. You can take the microphone off by unscrewing this and pop it off if you like, but you really can't. I don't know why they would want to do that, because you can't really attach it to anything else, I don't think, anyway. On the front, of course, you have the volume knob, and it also controls the RGB lighting. Yes, there's LED lights in here. On the back, it's a rotary type switch, volume switch for your headphones. On the bottom, right here is where you're going to put the headphones. It's a 3.5 millimeter port. Right here is where you're going to connect the cable. And right here is where you're going to change the modes for your RGB lighting. And on top, you got a couple of different LED lights here to tell you what polar pattern the microphone is in. You also, right here in the center, is your mute button, and it's touch capacitive, so you could just lightly tap it and boom, it turns, it mutes the microphone, which will turn all the lights in here red to let you know no audio is going out. There is some nice rubber on the bottom of the feet here, and as you can tell, it's still pretty high. It's in shot, obviously, and away you go. Now, the rotary knob here does stop either way you go. And by the way, I don't have a microphone hooked up to my iPad right now, and I do have a TV going showing that we here at work always have going on, showing you various videos of fireworks that we sell. There's a reason for that. And basically it's so you can hear what the built-in microphones of this iPad sounds like with background noise. And then I'm gonna let you hear what this microphone sounds like with the same background noise going on. So the sample rate of this microphone is 192 kilohertz at 24-bit. The frequency range of this is a 20 hertz to 20 kilohertz. It is plug and play. The cable length is 8.2 feet. Once again, I forgot to look that up for the metric system, so I'm sorry about that. You do get, like I said, 4 polar patterns. That polar patterns, not fuller. That's what the lights are for. You have cardioid, which, since this is the front of the microphone and you're going to be talking here, not up here, but you're going to be talking to this part. So when you're in cardioid, this light will be on. Omnidirectional, all these lights will be on. Bidirectional and stereo. Bidirectional means this light and this light, and stereo is these two. Now what bidirectional is like if I'm interviewing someone and I'm talking to them like this part of the microphone will be picking them up as well. And stereo, well, that's just stereo. You should be able to understand that. Okay, right now, enough of me talking, and let me just plug this in and let you hear what this microphone sounds like. Okay, so now what you are hearing is audio coming from the Cherry UM9 Pro USB microphone. I'm probably about a good 2 feet away, maybe slightly more than that, and I believe I got the volume turned up probably around 60 to 70%. There's no visualization on it. That's why if you notice there's a little mark on there. I put some blue painter's tape on it so I know where I am for volume to record on this iPad. Now I did make one boo-boo. The way you change the polar pattern, as you can see there's one light, so that means it's on cardioid. That's when you depress this button here, the volume knob, and it'll change the polar pattern. So right now you are actually hearing me in the cardioid position. So let me press it again. Oh, wait a minute. Let me give you the test on cardioid. So what cardioid means is you're talking on the front, all the audio is coming from the front of the microphone. So if I turn it on one side of the microphone, this is what it sounds like. This is what it sounds like from the back of the microphone and on the other side of the microphone. So let me switch it. Now you're listening to bidirectional. Now this is like if I'm interviewing someone and they're sitting across from me, you're going to hear audio from the front and from the back. So here's what it sounds like on one side from the back of the microphone and on the other side of the microphone. Also, this is a good test to do to show you how good the shock mount is because I'm kind of wiggling it around a little bit. Now you're listening to me in stereo and I'm going to do something stupid. Left side, right side, right side, left side. I don't know if that's really going to do anything, but I thought I'd do it because it was kind of stupid. Now this is an omnidirectional, which means it's picking up audio from everywhere around the microphone. So as I twist the microphone, you really shouldn't hear that much of a difference. It should all pretty much sound the same as I turn the microphone around because, like I said, omnidirectional means it's picking up audio from everywhere around. Now we are back into the cardioid position, which means straight on front. So now what I'm going to do is, one thing I did notice, by the way, in my testing is every time I pressed the button to get it into a different microphone pattern or polar pattern, you can hear a little bit of noise. So I'm going to stay quiet, go through all, and I'm going to press the button, go through all the patterns so you can hear it. Okay, now let's test the proximity effect, which means as I get closer, the volume of my voice should get a little bit louder and it should sound deeper, richer, and warmer. Also, you're running the more risk of having what's called plosives. So, okay, I'm arm's length away, and as I'm talking, obviously you can see me bringing it closer, and you can hear the proximity effect of this microphone. And this is what it's going to sound like. So let me get it back down, and I am probably about 2 feet away, maybe slightly more than that. And this is what the microphone's going to sound like. Let me turn the microphone all the way down. Now this is the microphone all the way down, and I'm going to turn it all the way up now. So the microphone is pretty much all the way up, and this is what I sound like at about 2 feet away. Let me get it back down to where I like it. Oh, there we go. So by the way you change the color lighting is on the bottom. That switch right there. And you just simply press it, and as you can see, it turned blue. It turned to a dark purple, more of a lavender purple, if you will, kind of a weird pinkish red, yellow green, and this one has like a bi-color, but it's going to start slowly phasing through the whole color spectrum. One more time, and I got it back to the green color. Now, if you don't want any light on, you simply press and hold that button, and it goes off. So right now, well, let me turn it back on just so I know what I'm doing. Oh, sorry about that. So the other thing I'm going to do right now is I'm going to tap the mute button while talking. Let me tap it again, and now audio should be coming through. So one of the things I'm going to do now is I'm going to stay quiet, just let you hear all the background noise. And I'm going to tap the mute button to see if any noise comes through, or let you see if or hear if any noise comes through. There you go. Now you can buy a pop filter. It's like about 16 bucks on Amazon. And let me get it out of the box real quick. It's nice and simple looking. And if you notice, there's two holes here, one here, and then a center hole. That's so you can line it up properly on the bottom. There is a screw on the bottom right here in the center that you unscrew, and there's two little nibs, if you will, that are sitting next to that screw, so you can attach the pop filter, and that's that. Because this microphone is a little susceptible to plosives, and what plosives are is the noise that comes through when you're saying words like with the letter P, S's, or T's. It's a combination of two things. The audio, the sound that it makes when you say letters with P, like petunia, but it's also the air coming through that hits the microphone, and you can hear that noise coming through. And you probably heard a little bit of it during this little bit of a test video. So yeah, you may want to get into the pop filter for this microphone. And by the way, yeah, I still have the TV going with all of the fireworks playing, and you let me know if actually this microphone helped. I don't expect it to cut out all of that noise, but I do expect it to maybe cut down on some of the noise, because a lot of you may have something running in the background, whether it be a fan, air conditioner, maybe a game, music, something, just to give you an idea of what this microphone will sound like with some background noise going on. So, I rambled on enough. What are my thoughts about the Cherry UM9 Pro USB gaming microphone? Well, that's a title, isn't it? I like it. When I heard Dave from Geekanoids, when he did it, or reviewed it, I thought it has a really nice audio profile to it. I do think it's a nice and warm sounding microphone. It does improve audio, whether it be like on your phone, your iPad, your laptop, or a regular computer, or whatever device you're going to plan on using this with. It does definitely improve the audio. And it does look nice. I mean, the colors are really nice. I have it on that weird breathing, self-changing effect here going, and I like it. I think this microphone is definitely well worth the money. It stands a little bit higher than some of the other ones that I reviewed, so that's a plus. You do have, like I said, if you were to take off the legs, this part here, you do have the option of putting it on another tripod, or one of those boom arms you see some people using. So it's a nice option to have. I do like how it has all the 4 different patterns in it. So like if you have a group of people, or just you and somebody else, and they're sitting across from you or something of that nature, you can use it in various situations, and it's a really good microphone to have. Is it worth $120? Actually, yeah, I actually think it'd probably be worth a little bit more money if you ask me. But $120 is very reasonable, very budget friendly, and I think Cherry really did an awesome job on this microphone. I do wish they would have included this with the microphone, but we can't have everything now, can we? I mean, for $120, you're getting an awesome microphone. So if you happen to like this video, please give it that thumbs up. If you haven't done so already, please subscribe to my channel and don't forget about that notification bell. And it would really help me out a lot if you were to share this video and maybe a few more of my others on all of your social media. And until the next video, you, your friends, your family, and yes, even all of your pets, you all have a great day. I'll see you in the next video. Oh, by the way, I decided to kind of change up the scenery a little bit so you can see a little bit more of the store that we have here. It is a pretty big store, so if you happen to be in Roseville, Michigan, and you need some fireworks, come on down. And yes, by the way, we're pretty much open year-round. We don't close up after the 4th. We pretty much stay open. Alrighty. You all have a great day. I'll see you in the next video.